Hello guys, today we are going to start with the computer networks practical, that is practical 1 example 1, that is all about static routing with one router and two PCs, okay, that are connected through fast Ethernet. So what we have to do is we have to develop this diagram and then we have to make the connections, we have to do the configurations so that the message can be sent from PC1 to PC2, okay. So for that first we have to develop this diagram, and for that we are going to use the Cisco Packet Tracer software. This software is easily available online from any official website. You can download it, no subscription or any payment you have to make, okay. So let us first develop this diagram. For that first you have to select the router will be 1841. Then two PCs must be selected, that is these generic PCs. Then these PCs are to be connected to the router using the copper crossover wire. You can see when I am placing my mouse pointer over the wire, its names are shown, okay. So this is the copper crossover wire. I have to select it, and then like this you have to make the connections, okay. So for PC1, I am using fast Ethernet 0/0 port of router 1, okay. So please take care of the ports you are using for the connections to be made, okay. See, FA0/1 is the port number which is used for PC2. So first I'll change the names of the PC so that we should not get confused with the names. This is PC1. You can see the name is changed here, and this is the PC2. Okay. Now this is the router 1. This is the display name and this is the host name, okay. Yeah, now we have as you can see the components are connected to each other. Now we have to do the configurations. First we have to enter the addresses into the PCs and then into the router. You can do the vice versa, okay. Now in PC1 first we have to add the, this is the IP address, okay. Now here to enter the address into the PC there are two ways. First is from the config tab. You can you have to enter this gateway address here, and then here you have to enter the IP address, and the subnet mask will come automatically when you will click here, okay. And you have to ensure that here static is selected because we are doing static routing with one router and two PCs, okay. So and also you have to ensure that the port status is on. So first this is the method. First this is the way to enter the address, and second way is desktop tab. In desktop tab you have to go into the IP configuration tab, and these three rows must be added, okay. So here also you have to ensure that the static is selected. Now I'll use first method. I have to enter the gateway address here. Gateway address is entirely same as IP address. The only difference is its last digit contains 1 every time. So here the gateway address will be 192.168.2.1. IP address will be 192.168.2.2, and subnet mask will come automatically depending upon the class of the address you have entered, okay. So we have to follow the same steps for PC2 as well. Gateway address 192.168.1.1, IP address 192.168.1.3, and subnet mask will come automatically. Now the addresses are inserted for PC1 and PC2. Now we have to make the configuration into the router. I am using GUI methods. There are also two methods to make the configuration of the router. First is GUI, second is the command line. In this tab you have to go for command line. CLI, this is abbreviated as CLI, and otherwise we can do it with GUI as well. I am doing it with GUI. I'll make you know how to do it with CLI as well, okay. So in config tab, now you always have to take care which port of router you have used to connect it with the PC. So for PC1, when we'll place the mouse pointer over this connection, just a minute, see, the port numbers will be shown. So FA0/0 is the port number you have used for PC1, and FA0/1 is the port number you have used for PC2. So to make the configuration for PC1, we will use FA0/0, that is Fast Ethernet 0/0. Here we have to enter the gateway address. Here, as it is specified as IP address, always try to enter the gateway address. This is the gateway address, okay? So 192.168.2.1. Subnet mask will come automatically. Port status you have to make it on. Same steps you have to follow for PC2 as well. 192.168.1.1. Subnet mask will come automatically. You have to make the port status on. Yeah, always see when the port status is on, this will become green, otherwise it will remain red only. Green means connections are done, red means connections are not still done. Any mistake there may be, any of the mistake due to which the connections are not made properly. So when I'll off the port status, you can see this became green, this became red. Okay, so you have to ensure that the port status is on. Okay, so now the configurations are done. You can check whether the PC1 is properly connected to PC2 or not. For that, you have to go in PC1, you have to go into the desktop tab, you have to go into the command prompt and use the command ping, and then the address of PC2, for which you have to check whether it is reachable from this particular PC or not. So the IP address of the other PC you have to specify, for which you have to check whether it is reachable or not. Okay, so 192.168.1.3 and enter. First time when you are doing it may take time, but from the second time it will won't. So when I'll do it for the second time, see, replies came fast. Okay, so you can check it from PC2 as well by repeating the same steps. Ping 192.168.2.2, enter. See, so the connections are made properly. The other way is to send this ICMP message from PC1 to PC2. Okay, to see whether the PC1 is able to send the message to PC2 or not. See, like this you have to do. You can see it is successful. It is showing the each and every detail that the last status is successful. Source is PC1, destination is PC2, type of the message is ICMP, and everything, how much time it took and everything. So till now what we have done is with the GUI method. I have already told you there are two ways to do the configuration for the router. Okay, so what we have done is the GUI method. So what we are now going to do is with the CLI method, how to do it. So when you will enter into the router, you have to go into the CLI tab. Okay, so then you will be shown, I'll let you know it from here only, as we have already done it with GUI. So what we have to do here is when we'll enter into the CLI tab, it will ask continue with the configuration dialog, yes or no. You have to enter N or no. Then you will be asked as, you will be shown as this router and this greater than sign. You have to specify EN or enable command to enable the router for the configuration. This is the router name. This hash means it is enabled now, and to enter into the configuration terminal you have to enter the entire name, that is configure terminal, or you have to enter config t. Then the host name must be changed of the router. We have done it with the GUI method, as you can see here. From here we have done it earlier. See, so after this you have to go into the interface. for PC1 we have used FA0/0, so you have to type this command interface FA0/0, then you have to enter the IP address, that is this will be the IP address. I have already told you, you can enter the gateway address of PC1 here. So this will be the IP address you have to add here for FA0/0 to be configured with PC1. Okay, so no shut then command need to be used, and then the same steps need to be repeated for PC2. Okay, first you have to change the interface, that is by using the command interface FA0/1, as we have used this port number for PC2, and then you have to enter the IP address, that is this one address as it is specified in this diagram. See, this one address you have to enter, and then no shut command, and then the configurations are done with the CLI method. Okay, so whatever method you want to use, whatever you find it easy, you can do it. So uh, we'll start with the next example in the next video. Till then, please subscribe my channel, so that whatever videos I'll upload, I'm going to upload all the videos for the BSc IT course for all the practicals as soon as possible for me. So please subscribe so that you can get the updates as soon as possible. So thank you guys, bye bye, see you in the next video.